Very good evening, madam.
Good evening.
I am very happy to introduce our resource person, Dr. M. Sujithra ma'am, with the topic data visualization techniques and tools for business. Dr. M. Sujithra ma'am is currently working with the Faculty of Computing Data Science Department as an assistant professor at Coimbatore Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. She obtained her bachelor degree in computer science with distinction in 2000. Has gained her Master of Computer Application degree with university rank in 2003. She obtained her PhD from Avinash Lingam University in 2007. She is currently working associated as mentor in the Samsung Prism project. She has been awarded as Best Paper Award for malware detection mechanism using machine learning algorithm from Madras Institute of Technology, Anna University in 2018. She has published 3 books. Thank you, ma'am. I am handovering the session to Dr. M. Sujithra, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity given, Professor Kiran, sir. Sir, can I share my screen?
Madam, please share.
Sir, is it visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Visible.
Yes. So, good evening, one and all present here.
Madam, go to the presentation mode, madam, then that will be better.
Is it fine, sir?
And now it is okay, madam, please.
Yeah. Good evening, one and all present here. Today, my topic is data visualization techniques and tools, how these techniques and tools are used for the business applications in the current era. So these are some of the agenda what we are going to discuss. We are going to see about data science, then what is data visualization, how data visualization is used to find the patterns or insights in data science, and what are the possible techniques and tools used in data science for visualizing those data, then what is the impact on business applications, and what are the real-time applications where your data science and data visualizations are deployed, and finally conclusion. So before starting data visualization, we should know some related information related to data science. So we'll see just about data science, then we'll move to data visualization. So data science, it's a multidisciplinary field, as we all know that it is of computer science, math, statistics, along with your business application. So we have statistical methods, processes, algorithms, then these all together used on a system to extract knowledge, and we are finding the insights from both structured and unstructured data. So it is a combination of all our computational and statistical techniques, and it will gain the insight from the data, and that patterns or the inference is used in the real world problem. So that is data science. For these application of data science, we have many algorithms. We all know artificial intelligence, machine learning, computational intelligence techniques. So all these techniques are used on these particular methodology with the scientific data and the statistical techniques, and we will be finding the insights from our data, and these insights are the features or patterns are used in the real world applications. So usually we'll be using our computer science, statistics, machine learning. So we have data, we have technology. So the main thing is we have to represent the data. Visualizing the data will give you more impact on the data. So how to visualize your data? So initially all our computer human interaction starts with this speed. So first we will collect the data, then we'll clean the data, that is data pre-processing is done, and integration of those data, that is the exact needed features are integrated. Then we will apply our techniques or algorithms, and we will find what we actually need, that is analyzing of that particular data with the model, And finally, your results or reports are visualized, and these reports will interact with the real world and will be finding the product. So this is the main methodology of how we are deploying data with a method or a technique. So usually in all your business applications, we'll be having a data, we have our model, then the results are obtained. So the main impact is how we are presenting the result, what we are inferring from that result. So visualization will help you for the better understanding of the results what we have got on our model. So it allows us to communicate with the real world, and the people, business people, can take better decisions on to improve their business. So this, as I told you, this is the data science. It has multidisciplinary field of statistics, domain expertise. It can be financial data, it can be e-commerce data, or educational data, healthcare data. Then we have our methods, that is your data engineering is your methods or techniques. It will be done, computing is done, and finally we will be visualizing our results. So why we need data science? So as a revolution of technology, we have data, both structured and unstructured data will be there. So we can go for many analysis on that particular data. Based upon the analysis, we can do decision making, we can predict the future trends, and we can discover the patterns. So mainly data sciences mainly used or deployed for decision making, for predicting the features in the present and the future, and finally pattern discovery. So all our data science application starts with the data collection, data pre-processing, visualization, then the model, machine learning model. Finally, we have our insight. So generally visualization is done in two phases. Initially, we will be inferring our insights only. At the result phase, we will be using our visualization. Whereas if we are using visualization in data pre-processing stage also, it will give you better and clear identification of your features. So whenever data pre-processing is done, we will be extracting all the features. What are the extract features we need? From that features, you can visualize your feature and you can find all your missing data, all your data. Then after that, you can have your ML model. From that, you can have your results. So understanding the need of particular model, data collection, prepare and process the data, build and validate the model. It can be any model, machine learning model or deep learning model, any model. Then finally, you have to have your results, and based upon your results, you can monitor the performance of your system. So obtaining the data, it is the pipeline of your data science project, cleaning the data, visualizing and exploring data, which will give a clear idea about the patterns and the trends of your data. Since we have data of large quantity, we have to identify the exact patterns and trends of our need, that is of the application needs. So you have to visualize and explore. Then finally, modeling the data, predicting the features, and finally interpreting the data. This is your data science pipeline. So data engineering includes collection, cleaning, preparation, and visualization of your data. Machine learning model will have we have to build and validate the model. Finally, model deployment and data visualization. So this is the data science process. From the real world, raw data is collected. The data which is collected is processed. Then the data, processed data, that is the clean data, structured data is stored in the database, and using explanatory data analysis, all the patterns, exact patterns or trends are obtained from the data which we have collected. Then that particular data is given to the model, and algorithms or techniques are deployed on that model. Then we have the output. This is communicated via the data visualization tools, and finally with the output we can take decisions which will improve the business. So how data science add values to the business? So your data science helps the business to monitor, manage, and collect performance measures to improve decision making across the organization for any period of time, that we can track the progress of the business. So since we are visualizing your reports then and there, so in a period of time, you can find the progress of your business. You can easily visualize the trend analysis. So how it is growing, what is where it is lagging. So all these trend analysis are viewed then and there, and by this you can make critical decisions to improve the business. So these are the 6 stages. So how we can move from a from raw data to a model. So data science is mainly used for making decisions, and it will improve the decision what we are taking on that particular data, and it can predict the future. If you have some previous data, we can, from the previous data, with the help of the model, we can predict what will happen in the future, and we have to find the target audience. Then you have to deploy few marketing strategies in order to improve the business. So here comes data visualization with data science. So we have data from the real world. So all the pre-processing stages are done with the help. We will be getting the data collection, the data. Then using data pre-processing, we will be transforming our data. Then explanatory data analysis is used. Those data are given to the model, and the output is visualized. From the output, we will find only the insights, that is the patterns, are the trends which is needed for the business, and based upon the insights, actions are taken in order to improve the business. So in this way, data science and data visualization both are interrelated. So we'll see what is data visualization means. So these are the 4 components of data science. We have data strategy. So all those initial stage of data are collected based upon the strategies of real-time data. Then engineering data, engineering, pre-processing work, data, explanatory data analysis are done. Then actual modeling, deployment of that any particular model. Then finally data visualization. So data visualization. So representation of data or information in visual format is your data visualization. That is, you can use graphs, charts. So any visual representation of the data beyond the textual data, providing some information in the form of graphs, charts, or visual formats. So data visualization provides an important suite of tools for gaining qualitative understanding. You have 2 types of data visualization. So one is data exploration of visualization and data presentation. So first one is what does it means? We are figuring out what is true. So we have some output, we are just representing that output. That is figuring out what is true. The second one is how we are presenting our visualization. So we have a result, then that result we have to convince with the audience or the clients with that result. So convincing the people that it should be true. So mainly 2 types in all your business applications, they will be using the second type of visualization. All our day-to-day products, daily products, all those products, their growth, their offers, you may find in all your biscuit packets on the 33% extra, 10% extra. So if you calculate that, you are convincing the people. So this is true, but actually you are paying more amount of money. So these are some of the examples of business tactics. So mainly your data visualization will falls under the second category, data presentation. How we are presenting the data and how our presentation convince the people to accept it is good or it is true. So this is data visualization thing. The main goal of data visualization is to make it easier to identify the patterns, trends, and outliers in large data sets. So we have our data. This particular information is translated into visual context. So either you can use your maps, graphs, charts. So this type of representation will make the humans to understand the data more easier, and we can easily find out the insights from the data. So it is the first step in the data visualization, is one of the steps in the data science process. So we'll be collecting the data, processing the data, modeling the data, then finally you will be visualizing your data. So this data visualization is also falls under the category of data presentation architecture. So identification, location, manipulation, then finally formatting or analyze it, then deliver to the real world. So mainly data visualization is often used to discover the unknown facts and trends. If normally data are represented, our results are represented in textual format, we may have a chance of losing the needed facts and trends. So this visualization will help you to discover all the facts, unknown facts and trends, and it will find out the meaningful information, how they are related to each other, how they may predict the future. So all these informations are easily found out if the data is represented or visualized using graphical format. So the main goal of visualization is we have to find the patterns, answer the queries, support graphical calculation, and see the data in that particular context. So the main goal of visualization is to find all these unknown facts and patterns and finding the data to be used in the proper scenario. Next one, importance of data visualization. So here you given some additional statistical informations, that is how a data can be understood better if it is represented visually. So 90% of the information is transmitted to the human brain if it is visual. Then humans process images 60,000 times faster than text. Then 70% of our eyes will go for images or pictures. So these are some of the statistics how visualization will give you better decisions on data. So this is the visualization pipeline. So it is divided into stepwise process of creating your visual representation of your data. The focus is on presenting the structure of a complete visualization application. Both it should have conceptual and also practical perspective. So both implementation should be possible. Then what all we are visualizing, what are the data as visualized, it should be accurate and it should be clear and it should empower. So this is are the main goals, main characteristics of any particular visualization technique. The data which is represented and the facts should be accurate and it should be clear and easy to understand and it should empower. That is, if anyone is viewing that particular data, they should take some decisions. It should help them to empower with their decisions. So how to start data visualization. So we have 7 stages of data visualization. The first stage is acquiring the data, that is data collection, obtaining the current data type. The data is collected from various sources. Either it can be structured data or it can be unstructured data. So we have to collect the data acquisition. That is the first stage in data visualization. The next one is parsing the data. Since we are getting our data from both structured and unstructured sources, we have to parse the data. It will be of multidisciplinary features. So you have to structure the data with its meaning. We have to restructure the data. We have to cluster the data based upon the categories so that we can easily understand the nature of the data. So second one is parsing the data, grouping or categorizing the data, that is structuring the data. That is your parsing of data. Then the third phase is filtering. So we have plenty of data, even though it is structured, based upon the requirement, you have to filter out the data. Which are the data are essential, filtering out and removing the unnecessary data. So this will further help you and enhance the visualization. Then after filtering the data, we have to mine the data. So since the data are represented in charts, all your statistical values will be given. So discrete values are given. So you have to mine the data and help the viewers to seek insights, and they have to deploy those insights in their model. So we'll be starting with data acquisition, parsing the data, filtering the data, finally mining. So in the 7 stage, these are the first 4 stages of data visualization. After mining the data, we have got our own exact features that are needed for the processing of your model. Then the representation of the data. So you are having the right information. Those right information should be represented in a right way in order to deploy in the model. So the data exploration mainly reduces the need for duplicate sampling to determine which data is relevant for which model. So this representation plays a vital role in deciding the right information for the right model. The next one is refining. Refining and improving the essential representation helps in user engagement. That is, once we have found the data, we have done all the pre-processing work of the data, the exact right data is given to the right model. Then one particular prototype is developed. So this prototype is given to the user. The user will be checking the prototype with its requirement. Once he is satisfied with the requirement, the next stage is building that particular model. If suppose the user is not satisfied with the prototype, then we have to refine our process of fetching the data and representing the data. That is your refinement. Then finally interact. So right data is given to the right model. Then from the model we will be obtaining the results. Then we will be handling the data and all our features are extracted. So this particular results are visualized and we will infer the insights of the results, and that is used for the business and better decisions are taken, that is interacted with the real world for the business application. So these are the 7 stages in data visualization. So in each and every stage, we'll be using a visualization techniques to represent the data. So this representation of the data with these techniques will surely improve the model and their results. This will be helpful in making the better decisions for the business. So same thing is given in the diagrammatical representation. It is visualized here. Acquiring, parsing, filter, mine, represent, refine, and interact. So if the particular phase is not, it can be iterative also. We can move back and we can again proceed. Iterative process also. Everything is based upon the user requirement. So these are some of the best practices of data visualization. Initially, we have to see the context, why we need visualization, for which type of data we need, who is the target audience, what is the background of that particular information, why visualization on this data point is important. So we have to see the scope of the context, why this visualization is needed for this particular data. We have to see the background, audience, data point information. After that, we have to know the audience. So which visualization tool will help them to understand the result? So based upon the need. So we have to know about our audience. After finding these data, context, and the audience, we have to choose an effective visual model which will make the audience to understand their takeaways. And even though we have many techniques and tools, recent technology, everything we have to make it simple. So design your data visualization for maximum impact by eliminating information that may distract your target audience. So you have to present the better data in the better way. Even though you have many techniques and tools, you should not distract the audience with your presentation. So these are some of the practices we have to follow in our data visualization process. We have to set the context, know your audience, choose an effective visual model, and you have to make it simple so that it can be easily understandable. So these are some of the benefits of your data visualization tools. So it all in all way it helps in the speed of decision making. Since all your results are visualized in visual format, you can easily infer your findings from that result, and it will increase the speed of decision making. And even though if you are playing games, all those stuffs, we can easily find out the trends in those games, and it will explore the business insights and achieve business goals in the right direction. Then all your errors, inaccuracies in the data, your missing values, duplication of data, everything can be identified easily and quickly. And all the data inefficiencies, since we are collecting data from large source, both structured and unstructured data, so vast amount of data will be there. So if it is represented in visual format, we can easily find out the inefficiencies of those data. Then it will allow us to access real-time information, and it assists us in managing the functions. Even it promotes storytelling and conveys the right image, right message to the target audience. So these are some of the benefits of data visualization tools. So it helps in decision making, highly effective infrastructure, promotes discovery of results and insights. Then finally, it will have a real-time team collaboration with the applications that are deployed real-time. So this we have seen techniques. We have to create a goal and we have to choose a type of visualization. Then you have to use the context, and finally tools are used to visualize. Then it will give you the correct information in the correct place. So analyzing the data in better way, it helps in faster decision making and makes sense of complicated data, that is allows the business users to gain insight into their vast amount of data. So till now we have seen what is data visualization, where you can use data visualization, then why we need data visualization. Now we'll see we have many techniques or tools to be used for data visualization. So these tools are categorized into two main categories: non-coding based tools, coding based tools. So initially, before these tools, if you want to represent some data or if you want to visualize some data, usually we'll have a title, we will highlight our content, we will color our content. So we'll make bold. So these are some of the textual visualization which is normally done before these tools. So now tools are categorized into non-coding based tools and coding based tools. So non-coding based tools means these are some of the visualization tools. Even you can use Microsoft Excel. In Excel, you have many visualization tools. You have many pictures, scatter plots, charts, all those stuffs are available in Excel. Then we have a Tableau. Tableau is a tool mainly for your dashboard creation. If you have if you are developing any particular project, real-time project, usually all are during a pandemic, all are COVID-19 cases. So all are dynamic fluctuations are given in a single dashboard. For the Tableau is used. So you have all the information about your project in a single dashboard. Then all your business intelligence applications will be using Power BI tool. So business intelligence, how your business growth are visualized, that will be given with the Power BI tool, and you have a data wrapper, how these data are represented. So these are some of the examples of non-coding based tools. Then for coding based tools, the main tool used in all our data science application is Python. So we have Python, RShiny, Gplot, Matplot library, D3, data driven document. So these are some of the coding based tools used for data visualization. So benefits of data visualization: it can identify the patterns, it will find the errors, and will help to understand the data. So we have to choose the right visualization for the right information. So type of data visualization tools, you can have dashboard, tables, pie chart, bar chart, tree maps, heat maps, histogram, scatter plots. So these are some of the representations which are generally used in your Python and your Excel. Then as I told you, for COVID-19 example, so if you are developing any particular project, the whole information is given in the single dashboard. So the dashboards are effective data visualization tool for tracking and visualizing the data from multiple sources, and it is dynamic also. It will provide a visibility into the effects of specific behaviors dynamically. So this is in Tableau, the single dashboard will give you the exact information dynamically of the particular model deployed. So in dashboard, you can have your tables, charts, tree maps. So your tree maps displays the hierarchical data as a set of nested shapes. Then the tree map will have the comparisons and the categories of their data. Then line graphs, histogram. So line graphs and area charts will give you the plotting of series of data points over the time. It utilizes the lines to demonstrate the changes, while the area plots connect the data points, and we can easily visualize the impact on that particular data. And the histograms is a final distribution of your quantity of your data within a particular range, and this visual makes it easy for an end user to identify the outliers with a given data set. We can find the boundaries. We can easily identify the outliers of the data. Then scatter plots, whether we can easily find the relationship between the attributes or the features, how they are related to each other, how they have impact on other. So that is just by seeing the scatter plot, we can easily identify the regression data analysis. Then finally heat map, it will show the behavioral data based upon any particular location or a map or some web page usage. For that heat maps are used. There is some of the open source visualization tools, D3, Tableau, Infogram, Chartbox, Plotty, Data Wrapper. These are the some of the open source we can directly use from the. So D3 is data driven document. It is mainly based upon the JavaScript. So with the HTML and CSS, you can easily have your data to be visualized with by adding the COM objects. It provides interactions and animations also. Then Tableau, here you can have your graphs, charts, dashboards, dynamic data representation. Infogram with all the period of change of time, the information in a graphical format and easily understandable also. It will easily provides a visual impact on how the growth of the particular domain data. Then chart box. Here your visualization is responsive based upon the screen size and the device. Data wrapper. It has layouts and integrate the visualization based upon the data. Plotty. Plotty will help you to create a slick and sharp charts for a very particular time of data. And it is looks like a simple spreadsheet with the data. NVD3, it is reusable charts in D3. It also supports JavaScript. So these are the free available few tools, both of coding and non-coding time. Then so if you want to visualize your data, you have to start with your data, represent your data with charts, line bar, pie charts, or any visualization. You can go for tables. Then make your reports interactive. Then your report should be flexible. Then you can include as many as images, links with your data in order to flow with your data. Then annotate your reports with text and images. Apply styles and color themes to work on the data with the visualization art. So these are some of the Python libraries used for data visualization: Matplot, Seaborn, Pandas, line chart, bar graph, histogram, scatter plot, heat maps, as we all seen this before. These are the tools we have discussed: data visualization tools, Tableau, Jupyter. So each and every concern, Zoho will have its own reports for visualization. IBM Watson will have its own tool for visualizing. Then Google developers will be using Google Charts for visualizing the data. Then Python, you will be using plotting. And then Red Data Wrapper, Power BI, D3, SAS, Oracle. So these are the some of the data visualization tools. All your data visualization should be interactive, personalized, and easy to share. So these are the possible charts to represent the data: pie chart, scatter chart, bar chart, histogram, line chart, area chart, heat map, all those. So here data visualization, how data visualization helps in data science. So usually data visualization will have an instant understanding of the data that is not possible by observing rows of data in a table. So since all the data visualization, what we are visualizing from any particular model is extremely useful in understanding the data and obtains the useful insights which will helps in better decision making. So how a data visualization should be? It should be interactive. It should save some time. It should be perspective on that particular data. It should identify the trends. It should put the data into the correct context. So these are some of the highlights of data visualization. Then the importance of data visualization. So it will start with data cleaning, data exploration, modeling the data, that is model, identifying the trends, and finally visualizing the results. So data cleaning, all the data are cleaned since the data are collected from huge source of data. So visualizing these data set gives a complete overview without any assumptions about the correctness of the data. Data exploration. So explanatory analysis on data set is done and useful patterns and features are obtained from the data. Then exact model, either machine learning model or deep learning model is deployed and it will find the prediction or classification or clustering. What is the requirement? Based upon the requirement, the model will provide the output. Then these outputs are visualized. Then from the visualization, you can identify the trend of the results, and these trends will help you in making your business application and makes you to take better decisions. So these are some of the tools used for the visualization of the data. So mainly first thing is concept, that is how we are going to represent the data. Next, application, how we are going to present the key performance indicators, matrices, how to evaluate those model, all these matrices to be evaluated. Then the person who does data visualization work is either they can be a UI and UX developers or data scientist. Then these are some of the tools: Tableau, Power BI, D3, Python, R, Shiny, Excel. Then processes representing the data in any chart form or graph forms. Then it helps the data scientist in understanding the source and how to solve the problem or providing recommendation on the data visualization tool. Then how explanatory data analysis is done, how these plotting techniques are deployed in representing the data. So these are the major impact on the work done on your data visualization, and where these are some of the research domain findings where you can use your visualization and improve your result: IoT, computer vision, cyber security, decision intelligence in healthcare applications, military, agriculture applications, and education. So these are the some of the research domain findings where data science with data visualization can be emerged. Then all our day-to-day applications will be using the data science and data visualization in healthcare, sales, travel, automation, marketing, social media. So these are some of the real-time applications. How data is visualized: Alexa, Tesla, Sherry, person identification, Google, then logistics, Google search, then person identification, human activity recognition, Google Maps, then finally conclusion. So we have started with our data science process. So it is a combination of all your statistical tools and your mathematical tools along with your computer to process large amount of data. It deals with large amount of data, and modern techniques and tools are used to identify the patterns. It will derive the meaningful information and makes business decisions. Then we need data visualization, since all the data should be visualized in an understandable and usable way. For visualization, we need many tools which will make the user to identify the patterns and trends, to gain insight, and to make better decisions faster. So Python, Tableau, Power BI, these are some of the tools used for visualizing the data, analyze the data, infer the insights, and use those insights for better decision making, which will improve the business application. So we'll start with the strategy, then measure the data with matrices, apply analytics, and finally visualize your reports, which will transform your business. Thank you. If you have any doubts, you can. Can I stop presenting?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, dear participants, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask.
Hello, madam.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Madam, according to you, which tool is best for data science, madam?
So we can't say that, sir, this tool is better based upon the application and the type of data, sir. Either it can be categorical data or continuous data. Based upon the data, you have to select your tool, sir. Usually, based upon the data only, we will be selecting our model. So that model result to whom you are presenting. So these are the features you have to be taken care, sir. But usually in all the companies, and they will be using the free source Tableau, Power BI. So business application, you can go for Power BI, sir. So your ups and downs will be clearly visualized in Power BI, sir.
Oh, I mean to say, according to our data size, we have to.
No, not only data size, not data size, data type, sir. What type of data? For medical data or some educational data, weather forecasting.
Yes.
They're based upon the type of the data, not size of the data.
I mean to
So
say,
we are not processing the whole data, sir. These visualization tools are mainly used to visualize your results. So you have to convince with your result. Then you have to find your progress of your purpose. So for example, in weather forecasting and all, you will be predicting the future. Rainfall, weather forecasting.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
No. So it is based upon the data, sir.
Madam, any certifications are there, madam, for this?
So I don't think, sir, we have many, sir. Even for Tableau also you can have certifications, sir. But these tools are very easy, sir. By ourselves we can learn, and we can, whenever if you are using something, then you will be getting more wiser in that. Even though in Excel you have many charts, graphs, all those stuffs. But if you use those things, we can be wiser in that, sir. You can have certification also in data-driven documents and all. You have data visualization certifications. In NPTEL's YM and all, you have courses. But
Okay.
these tools are very easy, sir. We can explore by ourselves with the manual and all those stuffs.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you, madam.
Madam Jyoti, your voice is breaking. Can you just have a good connection? Your voice is breaking, Jyoti. Please.
Yeah. What are the new job opportunities are generated in data science for fresh engineers?
So there are many opportunities. So if you are data science engineers, you have many opportunities as a data scientist, data machine learning engineer, data visualization engineer. You have many opportunities. So you have many problems in real-time world. All our day-to-day world, we have many issues, we have many problems. So data is more, so there is no more possibility of data scientist available.
Then one of the fresh engineer, how can he has to prepare to get a good job for data science?
So you have to you have to start, if you are not studying your data science in your curriculum, you have to start with the basic concepts of data science. Then you should know what is machine learning. So what are the machine learning algorithms you are going to use, and you should have some knowledge in Python or these languages. You should have knowledge. That's enough. So the language which you are going to specifically using is Python. Python is very basic for data science. Python and R. Then you should have some mathematics background also, statistical background for regression, or then your multivariate analysis, all those stuffs you need some mathematical background.
But along with Python, we are using Anaconda and the Raspberry Pi for projects, sir, ma'am.
That is all supporting tools. That is all supporting tools. Even though if you are going for any web-based application, you will be using Flask, MongoDB, all those stuffs. But main initial thing is Python. So wherever you are going to implement any particular algorithm, Python is essential. So all your machine learning algorithms are implemented in Python. It will give you better results for that particular data.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sujithra, madam. It's nice, actually, after the conference that we are meeting online again.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the opportunity, sir.
It's our privilege, madam, actually.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Did you remember you're part of our conference in March 30 and 31st, madam?
2023, sir.
This year, even in this conference also you're a child, na? Session child for a conference.
Yeah. I remember, sir. My students also participated, sir. They have submitted papers.
And did you recover from that injury, madam? Last FDP you met with an accident.
Yeah, somewhat okay, sir. Somewhat okay now. I'm okay.
Still you are recovering.
Yeah.
Sir, Dr. Rajaragaru, we can conclude, sir, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. M. Sujithra ma'am, for delivering such an adorable presentation on data visualization techniques and tools for business. You had given our participants a valuable inputs that how that can visualize the data technically in business. Thank you, madam. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening to all the participants present over here. Today we should thank to all our resource persons who shared their innovative research ideas through adorable presentations on various topics. Tomorrow at sharp 1 p.m. the session will begin, so stay connected. Thank you participants.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So tomorrow we have almost 7 sessions, 3 from foreign resource persons from Australia, from Taiwan and Australia. And the sessions will start at 1 o'clock and end at 8. And the valedictory function will be at 8, and your exam will be around 8:30. So please attend the valedictory section. So at the end of the valedictory section, we will give that link to write the exam. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.